So here we go for a little walk around the backyard. Wife is growing some peppers. This is our second crop of them. The plant actually gave us some peppers, died down, now it's growing back up again. And it looks like we've got a few more peppers growing on there. They like to hide. There's one right there. And our tomato plants, I don't know exactly what happened with them. We got a few tomatoes and then they tried to die off. And cucumber, same thing. We got volunteers. I don't know what's going on with them, but hey, we got volunteer cucumbers. Can't complain about that. What else we got? We got our rose bushes. We have a few more roses coming on again as the season is progressing. They hydrangeas are done. They're getting ready to hibernate for the rest of the year. And a couple roses on this bush. And then over around the corner here, the lily of the valley is pretty much done for the year. The elephant ears are starting to pick up. I have a few dahlias. I really like these. I love that flower. That's such a pretty flower. And it goes through such interesting stages as it's growing. So that'll be some interesting things to look at. And some more elephant ears. My wife really likes the crepe myrtle. Up north we had something called lilac, and I've never seen it down here, but it's a similar type of a flower, a multi-flower on the branches like that. So she really likes this. It's not quite the color she wanted. She wanted a more deeper purple, but it looks pretty. I like it. What else? We got a butterfly bush. Still has a few bloom heads on it. I've got to go through and deadhead all those off so we can get some more blooms. Got a little tiny strawberry patch peeking in out of the weeds there. Looks like I got some weeding to do. What else? The actual pond itself. There's my bog filter. It's doing really well. And the pond itself, the little fishies. We have a new one. I don't know if we'll be able to see them or not with all the waviness from the filter. But we actually have an actual koi floating around in there. Most of these are fancy goldfish. We have a few koi here and there, but we have the one new one we got. We call him a Skeletor. He definitely looks like a skeleton. What else we got going on in my filters, of course. I've been using this one mostly as a mechanical, trying to take care of some cloudiness problems I've been having. So that's got some mat in there, and you can see it's brown. So I've got a little bit of cleanup to do here in a little while after I get done with the video. And that's about it. This one here, see, this one's full of rocks and gravel and all kinds of stuff. This is my biological filter. And it's running a little fast. I'm going to have to put in a restrictor to bring that water speed down a little bit. She's got a little too much speed to be a good filter. But yeah, you can see them. They're down in there. That's the deepest part right there. It's about 4 foot deep right there. So that's where they hang out most of the time because it's cooler there. It's pretty much consistent temperature. That's why I went that depth. So even in the winter, they have a place that they can go. Even if this completely freezes over down in there, it's still going to be able for them to move around. And I always make sure that it doesn't freeze over. Either the waterfalls keep an opening, or I do have a heater that I can put in if I need to keep an opening so that there's air exchange. What else we got going on in the yard? Hammock. Hammock is new. We actually had a hammock for a while. It's hiding over here, but the mice got to it, so I've decided to buy a new hammock, so I'm going to restring this one at some point, maybe this week. But in the meantime, one of the neighbors had posted on our local Facebook site that they had a hammock stand that they wanted to rehome, and I told them that I'd be willing to come and get it. Where do they live? And it turns out the neighbors across the street. So they brought it over for me, and I hung the old hammock on there, and some of the strings broke and what have you, so I decided to get a new one. So this is my wife's new hammock. I actually tried getting in it, but it didn't work out so well. Let's just say there's soft ground underneath it. We'll leave it at that for now. Maybe someday I'll figure out how to get in the darn thing. And then let's see, what do we got over here? Peach tree. This is more of an ornamental peach tree, but I have pulled a few peaches off of it. And by gum, if they don't actually taste like a little tiny peach inside. So I've pulled a few for my wife, and she seems to like them. But mostly it makes really beautiful blooms in the spring. Gardenia, that came up from a twig. This was just a twig earlier this season, and we actually have blooms on it now. So I'm really happy about that. And then over here we've got our plum trees, a golden plum and a purple plum, and pear tree. It's supposed to be Asian pear, but I don't know if it really is or not. These are all, of course, no more fruit now. The season's over for them. They're gonna do their going to sleep thing. You know, you think it's only August, but it's August in Georgia. So they've had their season, and now it's time for them to get ready for next year. And then my wife's 12-foot tall, what the heck is that? Marigold, I think that is. Giant things. And we have a little roses here and there that kind of sneak in. I like leaving them here and there for a pop of color. There's a rose hiding in here, but unfortunately no flower this time of year. Oh, what else we got? Oh, just the back porch is a big mess, but I have my inflatable hot tub and a few other plants and things in here. Nothing worth looking at in there other than the mess. So well, that's about it. That's kind of a little walk around the yard. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.